You're live. Hi, everybody. I haven't been on here in so long. Let's see who is in there. Blessings. Dorian 305 says blessings, blessings, blessings. Marlene SG says, I'm here waiting. Good day, one and all. Grace Mason said, good afternoon. Michelle Howell said, hi, Shakira and viewers. Hi, everybody. Woo! So, I'm gonna get straight into it. I wanted to talk about Rushane, the whole saga with Rushane, and I also wanted to talk about the bodyguard that was killed at Sizzla's place. Jamaican slime, ready for a good show. So, according to Yard Hype, and we've seen this going around that Rushane actually stabbed his dad before, and we were asking, like, where is this information coming from? Like, where did you get it from? Yard Hype is the one that reported it, and it says Rushane Barrett stabbed his father prior to killing his cousins and her kids. The act of savagery and brutality of unequal proportions, according to the Ministry of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, has been the talk of the nation since the murders were discovered on Tuesday morning in Cocoa Peace Community, New Road, Clarendon. Rushane Barrett is said to have led suspects Rushine Barrett is said to be the lead suspect in the vicious massacre of the hardworking single mother Kemisha Wright and her four young children. It is claimed that the 23-year-old Barnett was wanted. Hear this? No. It is claimed that 23-year-old Barnett was wanted in relation to his alleged involvement in lottery scamming and the stabbing of his father. The incident was not followed up as his father is said to have not wanted to file any charges against him. However, he did flee the parish after these events transpired and was given refuge by Kamisha, a cousin to the accused, hence how he came to reside with the family. It was reported that after some time at the residence, Kemisha and Roshane argued over Mr. Barnett's usage of the single parent household to sell cannabis. Several such domestic disputes followed up until the day of the slaughter. Residents claim to have seen the assailant sharpening a knife the day before the killing, and one such resident stated to have heard him muttered, "Me must kill somebody," as reported by the Gleaner in an article on Tuesday, foreshadowing the gruesome tragedy. Wow. The Minister of National Security had made a statement that the assailant was detained and in custody, only to later retract that statement because he had been misinformed, and Barnett is reportedly still at large. We know that he's in custody now. Furthermore, news hit the public ear early Wednesday morning with reports that Mr. Barnett has been captured and now in the hands of police, with the hopes that justice will be served for the heartless murder of Kamisha Wright and her four children, whose futures were cut regrettably short. So, this is how he was staying at this woman's house. He stabbed up his father. Obviously, his father must tell him to come out and place and don't come back. And the cousin, Kemisha, with her four pittance, said, okay, you can stay with me. You're okay. Me not go just kick you out. You can have so you can sleep on the couch or whatever. They said they have arguments about him selling weed out of her house, which she did not want around her children. And leading up to her death, there were multiple domestic violence disputes. Me can't, me not understand. This case seems weird, and I didn't look at the video of them in the house or anything like that. I know Babe have it, and I did not look at that video because every time I look at those pictures and video and stuff like this happen, I feel like it's too much. It's too much. I don't know if it's because of my mom or what it is, but seeing kids dead on the floor or women dead on the floor or killed or something. I guess I've been doing this for too long and I've seen too much of them now, so I'm just like I can't deal with it anymore. Same thing like with black men getting shot, like in the US by police officers, like don't watch it anymore. If it's being talked about in the news, all of that, I don't watch it. I don't talk about it. I just can't. Um, but this right here is crazy. And this actually reminded me of a story that I covered years ago. I think Babe talked about it this morning on his live when the people in the community was troubling him that all his kids are jacket and in the take care of jacket. And when he got work, Monday and yard and all sorts of same thing. And they were joking with him. And he literally killed all three of his daughter the next day before they went to school. Like I was telling me, when we were discussing this, I feel like this is stemming from something bigger. Like he either, I don't know, he either was on drugs, he had a mental breakdown, or something. And it's also very hard for me to believe that he killed the mother and all four children in that house. But then again, it's not hard for me because I remember years ago when that man killed his three kids in the yard. So I'm up in arms. I'm really feeling like death penalty needs to start hand back out, and hard labor is supposed to be something that they are bringing back because you can't just go jail, go live, get 3 meals a day, um, and live your best life after you kill four children and their mom, regardless of whatever happened. It's not sitting well with me. You need to get electrocuted or something. You need to actually spend get a lethal injection and the whole world watch you die or something. Like this is crazy to me. This is crazy. You stab up your father obviously run you out time place. Your cousin say, okay, come live with me, stay with me until you get yourself together. Even though me have me four pitting them here and you kill her. Woo! And his brother was saying that he's a good youth, but him have anger problems and all of that. I don't know if his brother is trying to save face for the world or, and bring no shame in our family eye because of what his brother did and he's trying to downplay it or what the case is. But good youth, not just get up and kill a woman and four children. Good youth not try stab up their father. Uh, their father refused to press charges. So I'm confused as to what is a good youth in his eyes. What is his definition of what a good youth is? Because film track record is not have it don't have nothing to do with good youth. He was wanted for lottery scamming and stabbing up his father. So if that's telling you anything about him, that not have nothing to do with good youth. You don't need to be around any society. Like he need to get dash and then dash for the key. Like really, he's one of those persons that I'm like, yes. Yeah, and I'm assuming he's guilty, and people are supposed to innocent until proven guilty, blah blah blah. But I'm assuming he's guilty, and if he's guilty, he needs to get like a lethal injection, and everybody watch him on national TV die, because there needs to be some course of action that is taken so men don't feel like this is okay. Like this is their course of action when they don't get their way. This is their course of action when them feel like the girl a diss me, or me not have nowhere else to live and she'll kick me out. Yes, some recourse needs to happen. Some recourse needs to happen so men can stop feeling like this is okay. Because th- I don't think it was right before the pandemic. Jamaican women were getting killed at crazy rates. Jamaican women is the third, like they're third in the world to die from their partners. The whole wide world. Me not talk about just the Caribbean. Me not talk about just South Americas or the Americas or over Iraq, over this sort. Third in the whole wide world to die at the hands of their partners right before the pandemic. And it seems like it's since the pandemic is slowing down and everybody is going back to normal, stuff is about to start hitting the fan again, because everybody was locked up and they have pent up issues and pent up mental problems that got even worse during the pandemic because they were locked up and couldn't do anything. Stuff's about to hit the fan. And as you guys can see, we have gone years without a crime plan. Years. Andrew Holness' only solution to crime in Jamaica is state of emergencies and ZOSO. And those have not been working for years now. So it is left up to us to police our own communities and better ourselves, really, because the people that are put in place of power to set things up and make your lives better is not doing it at all. It's been years. Y'all elected him, then re-elected him, and he still doesn't have a crime plan. Okay, still don't have none. Lordy Lord. Let me read some of these comments. Soul J8190. I said the same this morning. The killing seems personal. Yeah. It's either in the on drug, he had a mental breakdown, or he's a sociopath and he don't need to be in society, because there's no other explanation at all. Sherry said, exactly, or burn him alive. And I think that's kind of inhumane. But if you talk about jungle justice and they know for a fact that it's him, why not? There needs to be some course recourse so this stuff don't keep on happening. Because I feel like men feel like since they're doing it in Jamaica, and Jamaica criminal system, their justice system will, if you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," if you show some remorse, they'll take 5 to 10 years off of your sentence. If you cry in front of the judge, they'll reduce your sentence. There's just a whole bunch of BS that happened with the Jamaican criminal system, and allow people like this to get reduced sentence, that I feel like something has to give. It's either you make these criminals stay in prison for the time on the books and stop reducing their sentences based on foolishness like remorse and crying and stuff like that. Like that right there is ridiculous to me. If on the law books it says you murder somebody and we're 100% sure you murdered somebody and it's 25 to life, you need to do 25 to life, regardless if you show remorse or not. Stop making up excuses and reduce ways to reduce people's sentences that don't need their sentence reduced for stuff that they do, like murdering people. Grace Mason said, no, Michelle Howell says, sorry for Maga dog, turn around, bite you. The good old Jamaican saying. Yep, that's very true. Grace Mason, how could good youth slash young baby throat? Same thing, yes, I do. I don't know if you're gonna try to see if in family face or name or what, but Mel just simply said they need to torture him worse than what he did to his cousin and her children. Ritland says Shakira, the lawyer cautioned the brother to be vague. What about the mother who lied to the police and is now in custody for harboring a fugitive? I like she, for the life of me, I can't understand why people do this. You know he's on the run. You know he's wanted by the police, but you're still harboring him at your house. And I'm a mom. I have a son. And if my son do something like this, I'm gonna be the first one calling the police like, yes, no sirens, keep it low and quiet. He's in his room in the back. The address is da 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 da. Come get him immediately before he tries to leave or do something crazy. Okay, click, hang up my phone, go about my business. I don't know how people do this. I honestly do. Like, how do you live with yourself knowing that you raised a human being that killed not only his cousin but 4 children? Me can understand that if him and the cousin have argument and it spew over and in kill the cousin, but for you to go and slash a 23-month-old baby's throat, that right there is next level crazy. Like, how do you live with yourself as a mom knowing you created a human being like that? And then harboring him after all of this is said and done. She needs to stay at jail with him too. Christine Parker said put in a hole with numerous killers so they can cramp up and kill them one another in one small space so they all get tortured by them cellmates. Merlin SG said, not putting up any family members in my home. These young men don't have no headspace. Worse when them take the white stuff or smoking ganja. I mean, I thought, well, ganja, because ganja don't have anything to do with it. They always lace their ganja with fentanyl or embalming fluid or coke or whatever. Ganja not make you do anything like this. Christine Parker said, I guess she mean politics in Jamaica is worthless. I agree. Roxanne Hall, evening Shakir, watching from London. Hi, Roxanne. Lettice Jackson, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I totally agree. Keep them in jail, knowing they're going to come to your house first. Michelle Howell said, I wonder what's going through the mom's head. I Akima Evans says Ademali. Uh, m- Honestly, I feel like this new wave of artists, um, I feel like they're pushing these different type of drugs, and I don't know if I've never been like a big like pill popper or experimenter or anything like that, with the exception of smoking weed. So I don't know what this whole wave is about. I don't know if it's them trying to be more like the American, the United States, or what it is, but it's not gonna go down well. It's not going to go down well because we don't have the resources as far as hospital is concerned, um, mental institution is concerned, to actually take care of these people when they go through their psychosis when taking these drugs. But that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. If you talk about Jamaica healthcare system like that, don't even get me started at all. Like it should not still be in the. I actually just wrote a paper. Forgive me while I go on a tangent. Um, Going through my bachelor's degree program, and last semester, spring semester, I was in a healthcare class, and at the end of the class, they required us to write a 5-page paper. And I wrote a 5-page paper on Jamaica's healthcare system from 1920 to 2022. And I compared and contrasted to America's healthcare system. And I got an A on my paper, but just going through all the research and finding all this information from way back when and seeing how our healthcare system and the structure still have not changed, and how our healthcare system is constantly not at a level to maintain people's well-being, is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And it's super sad. And not only that, I also talked about this in my paper. I talked about the brain draining of Jamaica, how all our best and brightest minds having to actually leave Jamaica because there's no opportunities for them, and they have to go elsewhere to have a simple way of life, of living, an acceptable way of life. Because if most Jamaicans could make the same amount of money that they made in whether healthcare or any profession, then they wouldn't got other people place. So I don't know, man. Something gotta give, and something has to change. Has to change. There needs to be some form of recourse for stuff like this. I've seen this too many times, and I've been doing this for a long time. A long time. Babe have been doing this for like 7 years. I started doing commentary on Jamaica maybe 5 or 6 years now, when he forced me to start doing commentary. But and it has literally gotten worse and worse and worse, and there's nothing in place to stop it from happening. Roxanne Evans say, hey, Shaq. Hey, Shalita Reid said, good afternoon, Shakira. The boy fit dead in a prison, and his mother is to get some time too. I agree. His mom needs to actually get some time, spend some time in jail. Pussy Galore said, hi, Pussy Galore. And Shanique Walter says, you are hitting it right on the nail on the head. I've honestly, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I've been doing commentary on Jamaica and just our socio-economic system for about, give or take, 5 or 6 years. They've been doing it for like 7 years consistently. And after a while of doing this, and seeing it gradually get worse and worse, I literally started staying clear from doing these topics because I feel like constantly talking about these things and not seeing anything change was messing with my mental health to a point where I completely stopped doing commentary. Completely stopped doing commentary just because it was too much. Like it's too, and then you after a while you get desensitized, so nothing shocks you anymore. And I feel like that's not normal. Like that is not normal. And this is a thing that people, well, our people gravitate towards. They like to see the killing and they like the stuff. And when I realized that, I was like, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. And I completely cut myself out from doing commentary. And I only touched certain topics when I wanted to. But honestly, the more we talk about it, the more it's going to put pressure on people to do something because something has to give. Something has to give. Ronnie said, happy to see you, babes. Roxanne, hi. And Vanessa said, this story is so sad. It's very sad. And honestly, when I heard it, I was shocked, but not too shocked because I've been doing this for so long. And all it reminded me of was that father that killed his three daughters, really, from a few years ago. Pussy Galore says, so much killing with the end in sight. I'm so saddened by what's going on in my lovely Jamaica. Yes, with no end in sight. Literally, no end. No end whatsoever. And when we started doing this, shout out to Babe. Big up to him. Because he had the vision and he wanted to do something different. Otherwise, talk about dancehall and all of that. When we started doing stuff like this and actually started talking about stuff like this and what the root causes and what the solutions are and how we can fix it and improve it, because when we started talking about this, we didn't just start talking about stuff like this for views and for likes. We actually started talking about it, about how we can help, what are the solutions and all of that. That's how we started doing commentary on Jamaica. Then we used to get cuss out. We used to get cuss out every single day for covering topics like these. Every single day. Death threats and all. And now everybody take you up. Everybody, if this is what they do on YouTube. So shout out to Babe for being the leader. And shout out to Babe for paving the way, even though they don't want to give him his props. Um, we used to get cussed out every day for this. And now that I see it like even more as like it's Jamaicans people like form of entertainment, and they take this stuff and run with it. Not only run with it, they make up foolishness and put on it. They don't talk about any solutions on how to actually fix it. When I see that, I'm just like, boy, oh boy, where do we go from here? Really, where do we go? Because we started this to really talk about issues and not only talk about them, but also address the issues and come with solutions. Now it just is about who can put out the story first and who can sensationalize it the most and get the most views. But it is truly sad that this keeps happening. And the fact that I've been doing this so long and I've seen this so many times, and I can recount so many situations that have been similar and like this is sad. It's truly sad. And while Andrew Holness and Chang have a lot to say in the media, they're not changing anything on our books. And these people are continuing to get away with stuff like this, which is crazy to me. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Michelle Howell said copycats. We take it as a form of flattery, really. Nigel Taylor said, I don't know what to say about the state of Jamaica no more. I'm disillusioned. Tell me about it. Roxanne Evans says, all about views, not solutions. That it is. That it is. It's about what we the yeah, and it's also about what we the people, the Jamaican people actually pay attention to. So Jamaican people is also to be blamed for what they watch and consume and divulge in, but that's their business. Pussy Galore said the government need to bring in Scotland Yard. I don't know, them need to do something. And then what was the other topic? The other topic was Sizzla. Let me find that article on Google. And this is from Urban Islands. It says Sizzla affiliate culture shot and killed at singer's judgment yard. Man found shot to death at Sizzla's Judgment Yard, identified as singer named Culture. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is investigating the circumstances of the death of a man whose body was found at Sizzla's famous Judgment Yard in Augustown. According to the news report, the man is yet unidentified, but he is said to be known to reggae icon Sizzla and is a bodyguard of the legendary singer and also an artist himself. Reports are that the man, who is far only known by the name Culture, he was reportedly shot dead at Judgment Yard in Augustown, St. Andrew, sometime on Sunday night. The police are yet to provide further details, but the man is also said to be an artist from Sizzla Kalonji's camp. According to Jamaica Observer, the police reported that Judgment Yard, where Sizzla resides, after calls were made to report a shooting. On arrival, the man's body was seen in the compound and has since been removed and is being kept at a local morgue pending identification and notification of the family members. Despite the reports, police have not confirmed whether the deceased man is bodyguard of Sizzla, and there are further reports that 11 spent shells were found at the scene. In the meantime, Sizzla has not commented on the matter, and according to the police, he is not available by phone. The artist is said to have several homes in the area, with Judgment Yard being one of his primary residents. Up to Monday afternoon, police have not issued a warrant for the arrest of the artist or any other person. No family member of the man has come forward as well. So, Sizzla, shout out to him because, quite honestly, I feel like what he did is super smart, and keeping men around him that look like him, dress like him, and that are his bodyguards are super duper smart. And honestly, when you're in a position as far as being an entertainer, you have enemies in all directions, and people are constantly watching you, and people are constantly after what you have, whether consciously or unconsciously. So, what he did with having men around him that are his bodyguards that look just like him and dress like him is super, super duper smart. And I feel like more artists need to do that, especially artists that are constantly in problems or affiliated with gangs and stuff like that. Because when you're in entertainment business and you are affiliated with certain things, you just know say appear for foolishness or come your way. And you need some protection. So that's a great way to have protection, really. It's people that look like you and dress like you, and they can't tell the difference whether a Sizzla or Sizzla bodyguard or any of that. But the fact that him, Sizzla, and the culture family have not said anything is kind of weird. It's very much weird. I'm just speculating. I'm not sure, like, if they went up there for Sizzla himself and he was the person that was there and they killed him instead. But it's just weird all around that they killed him at Judgment Yard. Like, weird, weird stuff. Grace Mason said, until there's a solution to decrease these horrific crime, the killing spree will continue. And I agree. I've been doing this long enough to know that if there's not a deterrent for stuff like this, it's just going to get worse. Because people are going to feel like they can get away with it. And Christine Parker said, that's why I don't press like when I really don't like what's highlighted. True. And babe, the over here, me they hear go and listen. Michelle Howell with all they can or who they can bring in there will have to be a great shifting to reconcile the mindset of the few youths left in the country, then change can begin. Give me a minute. I need to get some water. My mouth is dry as hell. But yeah, the Sizzla's silence is concerning for me, especially seeing that he is a artist and he belongs to Sizzla's camp, and he was found dead, shot and killed at his home. It's kind of weird to me. But in the next sense, I understand why. I completely understand why he is staying silent, because he don't know what may have went down and why they killed him, and he don't want to say anything too fast and have not only other people looking at him crazy, but Jamaican police, they look upon him crazy or anything like that. So it's like a toss up. I understand why he is staying quiet. Donovan Wilson said, want the army to overthrow the country, just like how Fidel Castro overthrew Cuba and killed the what politician them. I doubt it. The JDF soldiers are controlled by the government and they literally do whatever the government says. So I doubt that's gonna ever happen. Soji 819 said there is a more deep rooted issue within the Rasta camps. A lot of mix up going off with the Nyabingi at Scott's Pass and Caesar Bobo Camp. Michelle, has anyone seen Sizzla since? No. Donovan Wilson said all the politicians them feel dead and them are them a cause the problem. To an extent they need to be blamed, but Jamaican people need to be blamed too. They're the one doing these crimes. They're the one supporting the people that are doing these crimes. Just like how this boy and mother have him up our yard. So to an extent, the politician can put in solutions in place, but it's up to Jamaican people and as a people to stop kill off one another. It's just that simple. Soldier 819 says the JDS is controlled by the crown. When SOE is called, they have to get Governor General approval. Jamaica news Scott Daly Yard police will come clean up the country. Too much fronting I go and Putty Galore said. Honestly, whatever they wants to do, as long as they do something, they can't not just sit around and not do anything at all. They don't have answer. My God, me never vote yet. Me neither. Left Jamaica out before I could vote, but went back plenty of times and could have voted. Went during campaigning and all of the time, definitely could have voted, but I've never voted. It's never been something that I desire to do because I've never felt like any of the parties, and we know now, based on the interview that Babe did a few days ago, that none of them have our best interests at heart. Mm-mm. I see vision for the country, and the interview the other morning was very insightful. They may be the ones we need to back to start this change. Honestly, if I was to ever vote, they would definitely be who I would vote for. Really. So at this point. Oh, and I can mention this because I think that this happened yesterday. Alkaline, let me find the article. I sent it. Alkaline Music was featured in. Let me find it. I sent it to Babe this morning. Um, I was on Jamaica Observer. Champion Boy Alkaline makes it to Hot Paris runway. Okay. His music was featured. Alkaline scored a major feather in his hat when his music was heavily featured Wednesday on the Hot Paris runway during the first major collection of the Paris Fashion Week menswear season. Da Vinci. Alkaline is known for wearing black contact lenses and wearing Guy Fawkes face mask made famous by the movie V for Vendetta. Alkaline distinctive style served as a muse for the streetwear theme of designer Matthew M. Williams' first standalone menswear show. This is Givenchy. For the first major collection of Paris Fashion Week menswear season, Givenchy models walked on water. And you guys can go look at the style. I don't know how Alkaline always have the mask on him face, and that's basically what inspired the guy, I guess, to do that streetwear collection. So shout out to Alkaline for that. Big ups to him. Um, Shanique also say a vendetta, me say. Amika, Naya Bingi say hi, Shakira. Greetings from London. Love you, sis. Love you too. Patricia Pretty said, when you don't vote, your vote automatically goes to the party in power. I've never heard that before. I would have to do some research as far as that is concerned. But I know a lot of people always say when you don't vote, you're just making it worse by not voting. Mm, mm, mm. So last week was Father's. What a thing! Last week was Father's Day. Woo! I can only imagine how the guy of the three children that Kamisha has feel 1 week after Father's, not even a full week after Father's Day, and your three kids are dead. That's sad. That's sad. But my birthday falls on the same weekend as Father's Day. How great for me. Oh, amazing for me. But I enjoyed myself. We went to downtown Orlando. Still need to post that vlog. I think I'm gonna post it on Sunday. Went downtown Orlando to a so-called Jamaican party. We have a few minutes left, so I'm just gonna kill time. Really, I'm supposed to be on here for a good hour, so I'm gonna kill time. But went downtown Orlando for a party that was advertised as reggae, dancehall, and soca. And the yes, I'm gonna blast the club. The club is Vice nightclub in Orlando, and all these clubs in downtown Orlando are on the same strip. But when I went in there, them play dancehall, not even dancehall. Them play one Luciano, them play some cartel, them play about one Beanie Man, and that was it. Why do they do that? This is the second party we have gone to that has advertised as a Jamaican party, and when we went there, they play nothing but Yankee music and them sprinkle some dancehall and reggae in there for like here and there. Why do they do that? Like that is so weird to me. Like if this was in Jamaica, they couldn't get away with stuff. Like they would have mashed it up. They would have pop up the club. That was, and we already went in there. We went in there because it advertised as Jamaican party. We got our drinks ready, blah blah blah. By the time we realized that it wasn't really a Jamaican party, it was too late. Already bought a bottle, already started drinking. It was, so if anybody know of any real Jamaican party in Orlando, please tell us. Please. We need help. Mm-mm-mm. But we enjoyed ourselves. We made the best of it like we normally do. That's the best way to go. Anyways, it is the best way to go is to enjoy yourself wherever you go. But Vice nightclub in Orlando did us a disservice. And Babe was super excited because we were planning to go to a whole different club. And then at the last minute, Babe was like, I found a Jamaican party, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to this one. I said, okay, let's go. Because a Jamaican party, we didn't want to go anyways. No Jamaican music. Play Yankee music. And then I didn't even. Maybe we need to go out more. I didn't know that the this is how the club scene is. I guess maybe it's just that club. But darling, I thought when you go to the clubs, you were supposed to be on your like your best behavior, your best looks, your best outfit. Like you somewhat look decent. The man and the woman them don't make one. We were trying to be nice, give away some drinks and something. But if the girl then did look better and have better attitude, it bad and not so bad. But Jesus Christ. When I went out, I was like, I'm not missing anything because this is some ratchet action. This is some ratchet. I was like, yo, if this is it, I haven't been missing anything because we haven't gone out in since Kai was born. Kai's about to be 4 years old. So since like 4 years. Mm, mm, mm. So if anybody know of no real Jamaican party or places that keep real Jamaican dancehall party, please put them in the comment section or in the chat because we need to do over my birthday, my birthday weekend because it was a hot mess. Okay, a hot mess. We didn't get what we paid for or what was advertised. Uh, yeah, me call Lucy. I came just to know the news about Sizzla. Me stop talk about Sizzla long time. Michelle Howell said you were able to share your gifts with both hubby and your dad. Unfortunately, my dad died last year. Um, so now I didn't get to spend it with my dad. And my grandfather also died last year. My grandfather, my heart and soul, everything, okay, um, died last year. And every time I see a picture or a video of my grandfather, it just makes me cry. And this Father's Day was no different. I actually still have, I think he left me a voice message on my phone, and I still have that voice message. And I go back and listen to that voice message. I still have his phone number in my phone saved, all of that. Like, it still seems surreal that my grandfather is like dead, really. Funny enough, my grandfather's birthday and me and Babe's anniversary is the same day. So while we were in Miami, living it up, having a great time, while I was on the way, my family were actually putting up pictures and videos of my grandfather dancing and singing and stuff like that. Cause my grandfather, jovial guy, okay, you know, make nothing bother him. Always a sing, always a dance, always having drink. I cried almost all the way to Miami. Stacey and William says, happy belated birthday. Thank you. And then Amika and yeah, I can't pronounce the last name. Jamaica music has changed. Oh, yes, it has. But if you're talking about an authentic Jamaican party, you're gonna have all levels of Jamaica music. All the way from 90s, all the way up to 2000, all the way to now, which is what I like. Michelle said, I will call Damien Tater and find out for you. Okay, Michelle. Pussy Galore said, that's my neck of the woods, but I don't party much here in Orlando. It was our first time and it was a disappointment. We need to go back and figure it out because we went gone to parties in Orlando before and had an amazing time. The last time we went out was our my birthday, and okay, I was drunk, okay? I had my shoes in my hand, calling out these people's party. That's how much fun I had. So we were thinking that it was going to be that same vibe, and it wasn't. It wasn't at all. Michelle said, Howard say he's the Jerk Fest promoter in Orlando. Oh, okay. Soldier 819 say, I haven't partied in over 10 years and I know I'm not missing out on anything. LOL. Michelle Howell said, oh, yes, I forgot you said that in one of your videos. My condolences again. So sorry. It's fine. They always, honestly, up until now, I haven't lost anyone in my family that was super close to me. And when my grandfather died, I'm telling you, it rocked my world in every sense of the way. And they always say it's harder for the people that's alive than the people that's dead, and it's definitely true. Definitely true. Until you get to a certain age and then people close to you started dying. My husband used to say all the time, then you will understand life, blah, blah, blah. And he was right. He was very much right. Because I look at life different now. I look at life very different. You can't only make me mad about something for like a few hours and then I'm over it. On to the next. You know, waste my life and my time. Andrea Chavis. Hi, Andrea. I haven't seen you in a while. Big up to you. You're always on my channel. I am Shirley. Say 80s and 90s dancehall are the best, and I agree. Uh, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, like those are my fave, my top three. These new music have no substance like back in the days, and these new stuff are like ABC 1, 2, 3 rhymes. Yes, they are. I have to agree. I can't even relate to some of these new artists, like Skilly Bang and Sking and all of them. I'm, I guess because I'm going out now and their music are playing, like I'm listening to their music, but God no, I'm just like, this is not for me. Andrea Shrivey said, I'm working. Good. That's good, Andrea. Michelle Howell said, I lost my dad in February of this year and I felt drained when I realized he was not there to call him anymore. That's exactly how I felt. And what really got me when my grandfather died was my grandfather is Gemini. I am a Gemini. And my daughter is a Gemini. Milani is a Gemini. And when my daughter was born, it was in the height of Corona. And he called me and said, December. It was December. He called me and said, you know, come look for me now. Carry the baby, come look for me, blah, blah, blah. Me know, so you just have baby. You know, carry her, come look for me. I'm going to say, yes, dada. Me soon carry her. And me just say, wait till this whole corona thing finish out and then me come up Pennsylvania. And then January, I got a call that he died. I was floored. I was floored. Jen Jones says, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. It's definitely draining. It's definitely draining. For sure. My grandfather has never not been in my life. Every birthday, every graduation, every celebration, everything. So, and then I moved away and had children and all of that. And then, I guess life happens. Aubrey Shaw say, hi, Shakira, first time catching your show. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. I hear one of my children. Kai, come, Papa. You're one of my kids. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's your wakey time. You okay, Papa?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I have a new case.
You have a new case.
I have a video for my case.
You have a video for the case?
Yeah, I have my case. Dad have my case on my back, so that my case is on this. So you have to open it.
You have to open it.
It was case. It was just for Milani because I'm Trace in there.
Trace what? You want me to turn it on? Let me see. No, this is Milani's.
Oh. I'll just share one with her tablet.
You're gonna share her tablet?
Yeah, go share with her tablet.
Okay, I'm gonna end this live. It's been an hour. Here you go. Miss Uncle. Do you
Okay.
need to use a bathroom?
I'm not mommy.
Yes, you do. You just got up. You need to use the bathroom.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
look at this
Okay, Papa, I'm coming. I'm not seeing you, but I'm hearing you and Kai. I think Kai, turn it down for me, please, Papa. Jen Jones says I can relate. I love my dad, but my grandfather was my best friend. We would talk about the family. Yeah, my grandfather was the matriarch of our family. He kept everybody together, really. Okay. Because say hi Kai Kai. Miss Goldie, hi Kai, Kai gone about in business. Michelle Howell said, I'm not seeing you, but I'm hearing you and Kai. Gendro said he's getting so big. Yes, he's getting really big. He's about to start football in a few weeks. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Oh. I'm acting like it's all good, really, but I'm freaking out. He's about to play football. My baby's about to play football. Mm, mm, mm. But anyways, it's my baby's wake up time, so I'm about to get off here. And I have content coming your way. I actually have sponsored content coming tomorrow, so please watch your girl's video support. Okay, this video has taken weeks to get approved, so please watch it. 20 20 Vision say I lost my dad in October and then my grandfather 4 months later. I'm still shook. Tell me about it. It's been a year. Yeah, it's been a year, over a year since my grandfather died, and I still haven't recovered. I'll be the first to tell you that I'm still not recovered. Pussy girl horse so they grow up fast, enjoy every minute of them now. I'm definitely I'm definitely my kids are very overbearing also, but you take it as it comes. I'm sure they won't stay the same forever. I love the color green on you. Thank you. I'm trying to wear more color. But anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. I have content for you tomorrow and I have content for you on Sunday. And I'll see you guys live next week, Thursday, same time, same place at 2:30, and we'll talk some more. Let me mention this. Next week is gonna be about relationships because I got some questions on Instagram and I want to address them here. So, a quick preview. Somebody asked me, let me ask you a question. You think it's wrong if a girl in a relationship is out at a bar and exchange Instagrams with a man? Also, they put on his Instagram about if you and your girl go out and she's in a skimpy outfit and somebody smacked your girl's butt and grab up her pum pum jaw, excuse me French, what should the man do, blah blah blah. So we're going to talk about those next week. Already have them written down. Plus, it also coincides with one of the chapters in my book. So I think it's going to be a super nice live video. Shakira, you let somebody else have my name and spell it with a E too. Hey, my name. Say keep up the good work. Thank you. Andrea, she said, would love for you to do a live calling. I'm gonna do that. Amika says, what? Oh, I am Shelly. Oh, it's definitely over for him. Jen Jones, a hot topic. So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about next week. Babe said he's almost home. Great, babe, great. I'm coming off of here anyways. I've done my hour. I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. Also, add whatever else topic that coincides with scenarios like that, going out at the bar, whatever, in the comment section, and then I'll talk about it next week. So like, comment, share, and I'll see you soon. Deuces.